What's up YouTube, Mellow SMAT here. So we are back for episode 11 of our Let's Play. And if you remember from the last one, we started on our fights at the Berserk challenge. And we have got round 2, but first things first, we are going to fight Masaru for some extra money. Because extra money is always appreciated. But now we're technically finished on set 5 because we've got one of everything that we actually want outside of Obstacle Aid. We are going to be using our packs now on set 2 to try and farm some bits from there that we actually need. Alright, so that can go back, that can go back, that can go back, and that can go back because we actually need to find an art. Well, we've got arms. More than enough arms now. And now obviously that activates. Right, and we'll then use skill, ditching a triple moon because we've got plenty of them now. Do your skill first. To grab our shield. And then start a skill to draw a card. I'm actually going to be a bit greedy and do this. And swing that there. I know this is very risky, me actually doing this, because a defensive there would shut me down, but looking from what I can see, he's gone back to that low power level again, and it's just not going to be a hard time. Yeah, he's gone back down to the low power level again. So it's not just the story mode fights that have gone down, it's free fights as well. So not as interesting. I've got to take 2 damage because my hand is not fit for guarding at this point. But I'm not scared overall. Yeah, you can have that. I'm not going to worry about guarding. Oh, never mind. I wouldn't have said no to that persona, right? And dollar. We've got some shield now at least. So use you, discarding our shield, which we'll then pick back up again because obviously the rad line. I think I'm going to make a nice column out of my... One of these already got the board with my trick move. And then I'll obviously swing Vanguard first, because it still gives me a chance to heal. Hey, there's a Berserker. And if he doesn't defensive, I can still swing Vanguard anyway, and try for a farm turn next turn. Trick Moon still activates even though I've got no arms on the Vanguard circle. Okay. Yeah, he does intercept with Shadow Elite Magician. Okay. Oh no, it's Mystic Accordion, sorry. My bad. Name's bad. It's random Dark States cards. Here's the Master of Gravity. Hello, Magnus. Do you turn if your side has 5 or more cards? Okay. So it's just basic 10k booster. So he's doing that to gain a drive. But I don't want him to, so we'll do that. I don't need the sword, so we'll ditch you. Check nothing. Second check, nothing. And that's going to push him to that, so the 15k shield actually does enough. Alright, more like it means the card on top deck is going to be the one I discard for riding up. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm going to be greedy. I know I shouldn't be greedy, but oh well. We're going to go for it. Because I think we can actually push through and actually get it this turn. Because of the double trick moon, I feel is why we're going to be able to do it. If I fail, I fail. Is the honest response. Ooh, we got a Dala, so that actually makes it even better now. So, gonna call Dala. And that. And Soul Blast 2. He's got a 5-card hand. Everything's being chucked at him. We should be winning. Yeah. And Vanguard swings in with a Dress Boost. It's going to be 48, so forcing the majority of his hand out of him. And then a crit will then come in and finish it off for us. Oh, doesn't even need to do that. And the critical on top guarantees it. Critical power. So 3 damage. What's this now being over trigger to finish it even further off? No, a draw trigger though. I'll take the extra points for the double trigger though, for the VP. And no triggers. Yep, double trigger. Oh, nearly 4,000 BP just from this one fight. That's really nice. I lost again. Card acquired. Oh, 2 extra tech teams that we didn't need, so more CP. I'll take that. Fire will occur during this event. That's fine. Let's go back for round 2 of the Berserk Deluxe. I will be your second opponent. It's not going to go. It's not going to be like your first round, okay? Noitato. Wonder what deck he's going to be using then. We haven't seen anyone really dive into Tamayuri yet, so he might be the Tamayuri user. Got a sword, so 2 triggers and the perfect card go about. Keep the Adala. Oh, got a spear as well, nice. So we are properly set up. Oh, I was right, he is Tamayura. Here's you. And then just end turn, because we can't do anything else. It's a basic Tamiya, so we're not going to see much out of him, unfortunately, which is a shame, because I wanted to see this thing at full power. So yeah, they've literally designed it that you get through the first two easily to get to the big boss. Yep, and we take that, no problems. Oh, we got our Trick Moon. So we discard our shield to grab our shield back. And just swing. Not really much else to do. No Gardo. Guard check. Did not want to see that. I actually want him to actually hit me twice now. Aggro me! Yeah, it feels like he's literally got the Tamiya ride line and shoved it in the Nirvana trial deck with a few 10k boosters. No Gardo. Check. Yeah, no trigger. What? Please don't get me. Please don't let me get a trigger. I don't want to. Good. Take no damage. Take that. And we're going to take that as well. Yeah, that's fine. Critical Power Vanguard. And we'll discard our Trick Moon here. So it's in the drop for the... Well, I'm sorry to call it back out. We'll pop our spear down. For you, which then gets that. Pull. And then pull. And then blast. Damn. Then the Ashiana, which will then call the grade 1 from the ride line back out, because we've got this our best grade 1 in there. I'm going to call that there to make a full powered column. And that's everything. Not doing anything else. No trigger. Swinging again. And then rest boost to get an additional 20k. No trigger is expected. Critical trigger, so we actually are forcing him to 5. Okay. Well, 5 with this attack, then the other one's going to be swinging for even harder. And if he's not going to hit gonna guard it, we'll kill him this turn. Our Sagra's blue flames. Yeah, no defensives the entire way. Meaning this now needs a 30k shield out of his hand. Which he doesn't. This ain't fun when they do that. Yeah, we couldn't even get much VP out of it because it was such a quick fight. You're so good, I've been sadly defeated. That was a great fight, thank you very much. Keep it up in your final match, a fight against Mr. Kanji himself. Didn't even get to see the Tamayura, is the honest response. So I didn't get to screenshot game the Tamayura. But we're going to finish off the fight. Since we've got you, that's taken barely any time. This is finally it. No, I need to loosen up and enjoy the fight like always. It seems I made the right choice to invite you here as my guest today. That you've made it this far is proof. I couldn't have done it without everyone. What I want is for strong fighters like yourself. You to keep spreading Vanguard around the world. Fighters like me? That's actually the reason I started this program. I see. Not that I'm doing anything profound here, of course. All I'm doing is creating an opportunity. No, I think that what you're doing is amazing. In order for people to spread Vanguard, they need leaders like you. A leader, you say? You flatter me. But it would be incredible if I could become someone like that one day. Okay then, it's time for the final fight. Ready when you are. Bring it on. Alright. Time to see him in action. Okay, he gets to go first, so that means we're very likely going to see the Fafnir screenshot. So keep the Trick Moon, return the rest because we need to find an arm. Yep, got it. Beautiful. Ooh, he's going for the Baron Magnus round line. Interesting. Oh, no, he's gone to... Oh, okay. Come on. Scarlet Trick Moon, that's no, we'll do you first to grab our shield. Alright, then just swing in. Oh, trigger. Okay. Damage or check. No trigger. Turn. Idle. Yep, and then he'll eat up that. Yep. Call out a bunch of great twos. Cool. No guard, hope for defensive, I think is my response. Like that. Just to properly shut him down. Yeah, Soul Charge. Which he got a... Ooh, he got the Crimson Expeller. We're going to no guard this one. He's doing it to build up his soul further. Okay. Right, then for that, we can discard our shield to pick our shield back up. I'm intrigued to see his grade 3 turn though. Because it's could be very nice to actually see Fafnir in action. Hey, draw trigger. Alright, so power to Vanguard. What did I draw? Oh, I drew a PG. PG, nice. Okay, so he used the higher level because he got getting the triggers as well, so that's good. I'm glad they picked him up. Stand on a draw. Here he is. Here comes Fafnir. Get a screenshot of that. I'm going to guard withdraw. I want to take the Fafnir, is the honest response. Take this one. Ah, beautiful screenshot. Ooh, that attack. Animation. First check, nothing. Nothing with there as well. Yep, get another soul charge. But you're a nice simple 15k block. And the law. Alright. Oh, got sword for the following turn, so I'm going to ditch you. So I've got a target for Ashiana. I'm going to get Travis. Call you. I just try and make my hand compressed a little bit because that is the one complaint I still do have with this game, is the fact of it is so hard to see what's in your entire hand. Actually, you want to counterblast you. But I'd rather you be what I heal. Drop, so it doesn't even have to be his skill. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. This is honestly, this is my full proper time playing Balsagra, so I'm still learning some of the stuff. Like, I didn't know that Trick Moon literally didn't have to be his own skill from Balsagra's skill. So do that. You then dress boost, not dress boost. Wheel Balsagra, start blasting 2. Nuke the front row, gain the crit. Don't need to Travis though, for the fact I've got my Persona. Do I have Persona? No, I don't. So I do want to Travis to gain some power on his side. I think everything's going to be counterblasted because I'm also going to be doing Ashiana's as well. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Skill hassle. And I'm going to grab you back because you're a 13k booster behind it. And I'm going to grab you just so we've got the extra bit to play with. Alright, then swing 24 Vanguard. Take the crit out of his hand, which I'm absolutely fine with. Not going to use the crit skill though, because there's no need, because the numbers are already magic number columns. Alright, so swing 33. So the 33 here forces 25k shield, so very likely he's not going to guard. Yep, like that. Defensive helps him slightly because obviously it's now going to make Balsagra a bit more guardable. But Balsagra is still going to be swinging like an absolute truck. Especially with the trick boost. With the dress boost, sorry, not trick boost. But he's got the perfect guard, so he's staying at 3. Fair enough. Well, that means I might not kill him next turn then either, actually. Oh, I attacked in the wrong order. Hee hee. I'm going to give it all to Vanguard in case the Overtrigger makes an appearance. Okay, trick move, that's fine. Ooh, so okay, so we actually get to see what you do now. Alright, let's read. Beginning your main phase, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it. If you do not ride this turn, it gets 10k and a crit. Rear guards retired your turn, the card from hand, soul, draw a card. And about your attack, some with great total grade of dark states cards in your size 13 or more. Can't blast 2, stand this unit, and it's good drive. That's one turn. So, okay. Well, at that point, might as well retire the Trick Moon so I can get the counter charge. Don't activate the shield, because I'm just going to straight up perfect guard you. Let's go trigger. So don't do that, that's fine. I want to take that one actually though, for the fact that it then puts me to 5 and I can actually sword him. Activate. So it brings us to equal. I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, then this swings in. This is the 31, which I'm going to take. Trigger. Fair enough. Guess I'm not going to be doing much then. I think I'm going to kill this turn, the main question. 6 card hand. You had defensives. I'm going to play safe and not bother with the final turn this turn, because I don't think it is going to be a final turn. That, and get my dress boost. Alright. Then use that to nuke the front row for all it's worth, but it's more the crit I want to gain. Actually, because what I'll do is I can do this. It'll focus blow on blocking the Vanguard, which means I can sword him to 5, but I'll use the crit to make the grade 1 not lose the 2k overall and still hit magic numbers. This now swings in Dressable Store. Gain 20k. Oh, there's an all much bigger. Let's check nothing. Do I actually? I've got a spear in hand, so I can actually afford to sword. Yep, that's just a Gungan Lance, that's good. So this forces even more shield out of his hand now. So next turn I can declare final turn and win. Yeah, so he forces me to retire, so obviously we pick good old Trick Moon again. Okay. He's going to run out of deck at this rate. Crimson Speller, he's making his Vanguard really big at this point. So I'm just glad I've got plenty of shield in hand. Do this for the first swing. I know his over trigger's out as well, which is a massive buff. That's 38, 48, that puts it to 2 to pass, yeah. First check's nothing. Oh, he's actually forced into... Oh. That's actually a bad spot for him to force me into now. I lose. So I did this the wrong way around. Oh! So our first ever loss. Unless we can somehow heal out of this. Okay. He threw. Perhaps you're meant to be guaranteed to actually win. Well, final turn then. Oh, I'm a dumbass. So, in the next episode of Matt is a dumbass who doesn't pay attention. No, it's not worth. I'm kicking myself over keep doing this riding Ardalas. I'd have won if I'd not rode the Ardala. The worst response out of this. And my hand's trash now as well, so I actually do physically lose. Oh god, I win. Do you decking out? I shouldn't have won that one, but I won that one. Oh well. Win's a win at this point. I won. That's how I felt, honestly. Congratulations. You made it through your 3 fights to claim glory. A true fighter like you deserves this. So here you go. Thank you. Thanks for watching another of my videos. Next one to defeat me is going to be an M holder just like you. Tune in next time. You. D-skill, jamming. And we got the SP Draconic Overlord. Oh, so we have to fight him again. Okay. So we're going to save that for the next episode. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do like and subscribe. It very much does help channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.